And Juan David is saying, what do you think is better, having a portfolio with the top 10 to 15 companies or having a retirement fund or an ETF? I've created my own portfolio and I've done pretty well, even in these conditions, yeah. Well, I don't ever recommend buying mutual funds because the fees are a ripoff. And for those of you that want more details on that, just go to my YouTube channel and do a search on mutual funds. I think they're a scam. I think ETFs are smart to do because they are lower risk, and at least the index funds versions, like SPY, which is the spiders, which is the SP 500, or the Qs, which is QQQ, which is the NASDAQ tech stocks only, not the biotechs. But when it comes to picking individual stocks, I only recommend doing it if you understand accounting and finance. And accounting and finance is it's a language, eh? It's something you got to learn. It's not common sense. And I have plenty of courses that will teach you, finance and accounting. And if you understand finance and accounting, and if you do your own write-ups on companies, do one-page write-ups, which I teach about in many of my courses, then you can invest. That's what I'd say. Otherwise, I would just stick to ETFs. And given the fact, Juan, that you're young, I think you mentioned you're 16, the rule of thumb usually is that the younger you are, the more risk you can take when it comes to investing. And this is kind of old school, but money managers years ago used to say, you take the number 100 and then you subtract your age. So if you're 30 years old, 100 minus 30 is 70. And that means 70% of your investments should be in, a little bit higher risk. And 30% of your investments should be in low risk stuff that you can't afford to lose. And by the same token, if you're 95 years old, 100 minus 95 is 5. And so 5% of your investments should be in high risk, 95% in very low risk instruments, because you might not have that much time left in your life to recoup that.